Hello, I'm Kamali, taking you through some of the things people are talking about and some of the stuff they're sharing around the world on NewsFeed today. Horseface, Donald Trump's latest insult to a woman, gets the reaction he was expecting on social. Making your kid deliberately sick so they don't need vaccinations, an old idea revived through Facebook. The name game and how Hindu nationalists are playing a version that seeks to rewrite history. And a robot with rhythm. Is this the end for those of us with two left feet? Now, top of our news feed, Horseface, someone with a face like a horse. That's the way the President of the United States of America described a woman that he paid $130,000 to keep quiet about an affair that she said they had. He said it didn't happen, but once again, Donald Trump has got himself in a back and forth on social media with a former adult film actress. Stay classy, USA.
I don't know what I said. I don't remember.
Trump's going to take unnecessary regulations.
Now, pox parties. Thanks to continued parental paranoia about vaccinations and social media, they're back. Never heard of them? Well, watch this.
You're invited to a pox party. Yep, you heard right, a pox party. Years ago, parents would bring their children to a friend's or family's house when a child got the itchy and blistery rash of chickenpox. But that was before a vaccine was introduced more than 20 years ago. Chickenpox is a disease caused by the varicella zoster virus. Some of the symptoms include tiredness, fever, but the hallmark of the disease is its fluid-filled, blister-like rash. And although many of us had it as children, it can be way worse as an adult. Now, in the era of social media, parents are posting pox playdates to private Facebook pages, inviting other parents to bring their little ones to a home where a child has chickenpox, as they refuse to vaccinate their children, fearing very rare side effects. But some have warned against the parties.
The side effects of actually getting chickenpox can be really severe. So you can get encephalitis, pneumonia, things like that. So serious inflammation issues.
Screenshots from this private Facebook group show strategies to get children sick. The tenting method suggests putting a sick kid in a small space for half an hour, ensuring the enclosure is full of exhaled air. Then add the healthy kid with some toys to keep them occupied, and I'm quoting here, "Let the party begin."
This is all focused on your child, but in reality, this is a community issue. And so, you know, these people then go out into their world. They go to the grocery store, they go to the library, they go to schools, where there is likely to be an immune-compromised person. And now you're risking not only the health of your own child, but the health of the public health.
let's take a look at some of the other things that caught our eye on social media. YouTube down, well, for a wee while anyway, and lots of people could not deal. The site was off across the globe for less than 2 hours. Now, these are some of the tweets that people sent, including this one from the police department in the city of Philadelphia, asking people not to call 911. They said they couldn't fix it. Now, more than 1 billion hours of stuff is watched on the site each day. That's a lot of cat videos, people playing piano, video game walkthroughs, and how to contour videos. And a post by Nick Jonas on his Instagram has got nearly 2 million likes. It's of him and the actress Priyanka Chopra. Now, the internet tells me they're engaged. The internet also tells me they're going to get married at the end of November in the Indian city of Jodhpur. And the trailer for the biopic of singer Freddie Mercury and the band Queen has been released and caused a bit of a moment. This is it, and everyone is getting very excited. Rami Malek will play the legendary frontman in the film Bohemian Rhapsody.
Imagine thousands of people doing this in unison. Huh? Well,
What's the lyric?
Next up, Akanksha has the story of an Indian city that's changing its name. And the change is part of a long-running campaign by the government there to Hinduize the entire nation at the expense of all other religious groups.
This is Allahabad, one of the oldest cities in the world, where Hindus and Muslims have lived together for centuries. Now it's being renamed to Prayagraj to restore its past glory. But what's in a name? Turns out, a lot. Prayag is believed to be the original name of the city and appears in ancient Hindu texts. But in the 16th century, Mughal Emperor Akbar changed the name of the city to Allahabad. Now the Hindu nationalist government in New Delhi and in Uttar Pradesh state want to do away with the Muslim heritage of the country. And the Muslim Mughal era name was dropped. Opinion on social media was divided.
Lately, I have travelled to Allahabad frequently. The city is in shambles. It desperately needs better roads and infrastructure, especially given the fact that the Mahakumbh is barely 3 months away. Shouldn't that be priority over name changes?
What purpose will changing the name of the city serve? Will the people of the city have better infrastructure, more jobs? The name has been changed because Yogi didn't like Allah in Allahabad. We can't pretend to be so naive.
This is not renaming, this is the restoration of the original name.
Yogi Adityanath, the chief minister of the state and a monk, made the decision. And since he took office last year, he has proposed changing several Mughal era names of airports, public spaces and cities to Hindu names. Several Indian cities have been renamed in the past. Bombay became Mumbai, Bangalore was named Bengaluru, and Calcutta came to be known as Kolkata. The changes rejected British colonial associations and reflected local language and nationalist sentiment. But the recent trend is directed at stoking Hindu nationalism and identity. For instance, the name of Gurgaon, a satellite IT hub next to capital Delhi, was changed to Gurugram after a mythological figure in Mahabharata, the Hindu holy scripture. As the newly named city of Prayagraj, with more than 1 million residents, readies itself for the Kumbh festival, they will also get ready for the general elections in 2019. And how much the polarizing politics is poised to make electoral difference will become clear then.
All right. Now, yesterday, Australian politicians got themselves in trouble on social media for voting on a motion about growing anti-white racism. And now we have this moment from one of the breakfast shows. It begins as the hosts are discussing the future of the world's fastest man, Usain Bolt, who's been trying to get a football career going and has been playing for an Aussie team.
So, do Mariners sell him for money? Will they make a lot of money out of it?
Yeah, they would get something good from it, yeah.
Oh, really? Wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
So it's a win-win, isn't it? I mean, you keep him as great, you sell him, so be it.
Well done,
That's
Mariners.
the tough world of professional
Good going.
football.
Yeah, all right. Who said slavery was no.
Yeah, he started to make a comment about savoury. Seriously, bro? Now, the backlash was as predictable as you can imagine. Everyone was baffled by it, leading to this explanation, which only added to the confusion. The man in question wrote, "We were talking about how good it is for Bolt and the Mariners at the news he was getting offers from European clubs. Basically, the use of the word slavery is a reference, one I've used to defend players who want to trade clubs or change jobs in sport. That you can't be kept. It's a free world, there's no slavery anymore. People have rights. I admit it was clumsily put this morning when talking about Bolt shifting clubs so early, and I should have explained it better." All right, thanks for clearing that up, Kochi. Now that tweet goes into the growing file of some Australians just not seeming to understand racial sensitivities. Sadly, this will now sit alongside that drawing of Serena Williams from the summer, as well as a litany of other "come on mate" moments. All right, around the world now for some other stories you need to know this Wednesday. Now, Netflix is anything but chilling when it comes to putting on new subscribers. The video streaming site over-delivered on its promised growth target. It said it would get 5 million more people to pay for the service between July and September. It actually got 7 million. A guy who plays video games for a living has been sued by the maker of one of those games. His name is Brandon Lucas, and he created a number of cheats for Fortnite, which the creators were not happy about, so they took legal action. Now, Lucas has a YouTube channel called Golden Mods, where he posts video of him trolling people who are new to the game that they're playing. This kind of obnoxious behavior has made him very popular. How 2018. These are the Twitter updates of Fakir Alam, a former pop star from Pakistan. He's trying to be the first guy from his country to fly around the world in a small aircraft. His social posts have become a bit of a thing for his followers and range from beautiful shots of places like Greenland to shots of the snacks he likes to eat while flying. He's due to finish up in Florida next month. And in many nations around the globe, the motorcycle is the main mode of transport. And now Google have launched a motorcycle mode for maps in Kenya, a first for the continent. It's already been launched in India, Vietnam and Thailand. And this is part of moves by tech companies in Africa to try and add to the infrastructure there. This image has won the World Wildlife Photo of the Year. It's a male and female golden snub-nosed monkey having a rest. It was taken in Qinling Mountains in the southeast of China. And there are some of the other entries that didn't win, including this one of a baby plover in Argentina, which was my producer Miriam's favorite. A French tech firm have been 3D mapping some of the war-destroyed cities in Iraq and Syria. They've been able to restore the beautiful and ancient places in the virtual world. The hope is that one day they'll be able to restore them IRL. And last up, a few days back, we showed you a robot that can run upstairs with agility most of us can only dream of. Well, the same company that made that robot, Boston Dynamics, now have programmed their quadruped human replacer to dance better than you could ever dream to. Watch and worry.
We're gonna show out, smoother than a fresh drop skipping. I'm too hot, hot damn. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot, hot damn. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot, hot damn. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot, hot damn. And my man bow down, money break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah.